What's going on, guys? This is Sam, and today Apple released iOS 11.2 Beta 5 to developers and public beta testers. So whether you're on the developer private beta or the public beta, you should have an update available through Settings, General, and Software Update. iOS 11.2 Beta 5 was pretty small on my iPhone 10, only 47 megabytes, so I wasn't expecting to see a whole lot of changes, and as I've looked through iOS 11.2 Beta 5 and even looked at Apple's official release notes, the release notes have not changed since I think iOS 11.2 Beta 2 or Beta 3 now. Apple has stopped updating those, and in iOS 11.2 Beta 5, I have been unable to locate any new changes. So as much as I wish that there was a new feature or change to take a look at, it is iOS 11.2 Beta 5, and at this point in the game, Apple's not really looking to introduce big new features like Apple Pay Cash or even new wallpapers for the matter. They're looking to refine the features that are already in iOS 11.2 so that when this firmware ships in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we don't have an exact release date just yet, but when it does ship, it's going to be as smooth and as bug-free as possible. My experience so far with iOS 11.2 has been the best that I've ever had on iOS. It is so smooth, so fast, so reliable on the iPhone 10 that I don't experience bugs on a day-to-day basis. But that being said, I've seen that alarms aren't properly going off. Like if you set an alarm, sometimes iOS just doesn't let you know to wake up or to make that alarm go off, which is really strange. And then this other one, it's interesting that these are starting to pop up more and more frequently, where the word "it" is autocorrecting to I.T, which is really annoying if you're trying to have a conversation with someone. This is the second autocorrect plague to happen. I have not experienced this one yet, but apparently like machine learning in iOS 11 is randomly causing these to pop up. If you remember just a little while back, we were having a very similar issue where the letter I would be autocorrecting to an exclamation point and a question mark inside of a box, which was also extremely annoying. I don't know how these are cropping up. I have not been affected by the it bug yet, although I was affected by the I autocorrect bug. So we don't know if Apple's going to release a dedicated software update to fix the it glitch in the future, or if that will just somehow work itself out. But if you're affected by either the alarm clock bug or the it bug, let me know by leaving a comment down below, because I'm always curious. I hear about these bugs, but I don't really know at least how many of my subscribers or followers are affected by that, because I have not seen either of those alarm clock or it bugs. But I know that they're out there, users are reporting them, and I hope that Apple does take the time to fix them before iOS 11.2 hits the market pretty soon. One last thing that I want to talk about a little bit more on iOS 11.2 Beta 5 is performance, because that's a really big deal. This is also something that really depends on what device you're using. I'm using the iPhone 10, and I got the best multi-core Geekbench score that I've ever gotten on any mobile device to date. It was iOS 11.2 Beta 5 on my iPhone 10, 4238 for the single core score, which is not the highest, but the multi-core score was 10,537. I have never broken 10.5 on the multi-core score on a mobile device, and the iPhone 10 on iOS 11.2 Beta 3 continues to blow me away. It's ridiculous. I was getting 10,482 on iOS 11.2 Beta 4, 10,434 on iOS 11.2 Beta 3. It seems like, at least for newer devices, Apple is improving performance, but I would also assume that these performance improvements translate to older devices as well. So that is iOS 11.2 Beta 5. There's not a whole lot going on here because the cycle is wrapping up. Apple is preparing to release iOS 11.2 to the public very shortly. I would guess within the next 2 or 3 weeks, but we do not have an exact release date just yet, so don't quote me. That's just my own guess. If you guys enjoyed this video, as always, it does help me out if you take just 1 second to drop a like down below. I've got merch down below as well. If you guys want to get a t-shirt and help support the channel, I would really appreciate that too. And of course, hit subscribe for more videos like this in the future. I've been Sam, I hope you're doing great, and I'll talk to you in the next one.